Hello, everyone. I apologize, first of all, for the madness that I am in right now. Um, actually, no, I don't. We're just going to be real, right? I have a very severe migraine right now. I'm laying on my bed trying desperately to let it go away. However, this thought came to my mind and I felt the need to say it out loud. Whether or not I end up sharing this video or not, who knows? But anyway, this is for either empathic people like me or people who don't quite understand us at all, maybe to help them understand a little bit better why we do some of the things that they think are so crazy. I'm going to use several people for examples, but and not name any names. But it will be from pulling from different places, so don't automatically assume if I say something this was about you or about you or about you. All right, so there's things that okay, other people are not going to believe happen, and don't believe in soulmates, don't believe in twin flames, don't believe in reasons for meeting somebody, that everything's just random. And there's those of us who do believe in those things. One thing that a lot of people don't understand, that twin flames and soulmates are not the same thing. I don't know why people think they're the same thing, but they're not. Twin flames are meant to be someone that you meet and not necessarily stay with. Well, you won't stay with them. As a matter of fact, you will end up breaking up with them at some point. It's whether or not you get back together and continue that pattern until you both become the people that you need to become and learn the things that you need to learn from each other until you come back as soulmates, potentially. Anyway, the thing is that twin souls or twin flames come into our life to teach us lessons, to teach us, to mirror things back to us that we need to learn about ourselves, or to heal traumas from our past, help us get over things, and become the people that we need to become in order to actually be someone who can have a fulfilling and balanced, and well, that's the main thing, balanced relationship with someone else. The thing is that an empath, meaning someone who's typically not the opposite of empath. Not that they don't care, but maybe they just don't feel things the way we do. Oh, one thing I want to say about the twin flame. For one twin flame situation I've had to deal with, where I know for a fact that I saw this person's eyes before we ever met. I had dreams about them. I had visions at the place that I worked at of them, looking at me across the counter. And then the first time I ever saw this person across the room from me looking at me, I knew it was him. Now, I'm not saying that means, oh my God, we're meant to be together forever. But I knew it was him, and I was meant to meet him, and there was a reason, because he was a twin flame that I was meant to meet to learn some things about myself. And through that process, I have learned many things about myself. But one thing I want to say about and for the empathetic people who have had circumstances like that occur, and they do meet a twin flame and they're learning from, the problem becomes that a lot of times, especially if you're dealing with somebody who's an avoidant type person, that you are giving and giving and giving, and you're taking on their energies, and they don't realize that we can feel their traumas. They don't realize that we feel their pain. That there were times when I would get his headaches. There are times when I get headaches now and I still think that they're actually his. There are times when I feel his emotions still to this day. I can feel when he's hurting. I can feel when he's crying. I know these things because there is a way that empaths take on your energy. They take on those emotions, and they feel your feelings, which is sometimes painful because they also feel the negative feelings that you're feeling towards them at the same time as the positive ones and everything else. They take on everything you feel, and they feel your traumas. They feel your past wounds. They know when your father wasn't a nice person to you. They know when things about your family occurred that scared you when you were young, that upset you, that turned you on into avoiding certain circumstances. We understand and we feel the pain of rejection that you felt from somebody in your past. We feel all those things with you. And because we're empathetic and because we love you so deeply, so quickly, which is it's a joy and a curse. Because as an avoidant, you probably haven't learned yet, and will eventually though, when the pain starts to go away and you do start to heal from your traumas. The feeling when your heart literally feels like it's just wide open. And everything that you feel and have felt and want to feel comes through. And you feel how deep and how meaningful unconditional love is. You'll want to feel it again. But you have to heal from all those traumas that we've been trying. And that was our lesson. That's our lesson as an empath when we meet an avoidant person, is to learn that we can't heal them. We can feel with them and we can feel for them, but they have to decide they want to heal. They have to accept that they need to heal, and they have to do that healing on their own. And that's why the twin flame situation happens in the first place, is so that you can learn that you can't heal people. You can guide them. You can plant the seeds that need to be planted in their hearts. You can show them what unconditional love feels like, so that when they open their hearts, they can love that way. But you can't get them to that point. So in order for them to get to that point, you have to let them go on their own and do that healing. And the fact that they've left you on your own is what has brought you to the point as of an empath, to finally realize that you can't heal everybody. And you can't hold on to all of their feelings. You've got to give them back to them and let them handle them on their own. It hurts. I know I still feel the pain, both physically and emotionally, that he is in at times, and that other people have been at times. And I don't want that for him. But I also want him to heal. And he has to get to that point where he's ready to do that. I can't do that for him. At this point, I don't think he's accepting even that he needs healing. A lot of them don't. I know another from my past that I guarantee you still to this day has not admitted once that there was ever anything that needed healing, regardless of how abusive he was, and the alcoholism, and the narcissism, and everything else. That was part of it, the narcissism. But anyway, that's a whole other story. Empaths. Let them go. Let them heal. So that you can focus on you. And you can heal. And you can hope and pray and wish the best for them. And send them all the love that you can potentially send them. And you can hold them in your hearts. But what you can't do is control when, where, and how they're going to heal. You have to let them do that on their own. I love you guys. Have a fantastic day.